Say hello to Zest, a 100 series presents effect. Zest can bring your tracks into focus and elevate your mixes.
Zest is a compact stereo effect in a 100 series format. In this video, I'm going to provide an overview and then a sound test. You can skip to the sound test if you want using the chapter marker. Okay, so since this is a module, it needs a place to plug into. It's not going to work without that. For those that are unfamiliar with the 100 series format, I'll say a few words about it. Rodec recently developed this format as a way to have several stereo effects in a compact format that can be chained together. So Rodec currently have things like line amplifiers and filters, and now we have a presence effect. These modules, the way you would chain them is there's two IDC connectors on the rear. That takes a 16-pin IDC cable like this guy. And so one goes in, one goes out. So one can come in from the input, and then the next one can go to the output or to another effect. So it's quite simple to add, chain, and change the way you have your 100 series set up. Right now there's two rigs you can use for these modules. There's the Rodec one, which I'll show you shortly, and there's also a 500 to 100 series adapter. So just quickly show you that. So this is a 500 to 100 series adapter. On the rear you've got two connectors, so it occupies two slots giving you stereo, and then on the front you can fit many of these 100 series like so, and then there's enough space at the rear to hide the cabling. So as you can see, I've installed Zest into a Rodec 1. Zest is a presence effect, so typically it's going to sit towards the end of an effect chain and add some clarity. It can be used for single instruments or it can be used for entire mixes. At the heart of this analog module are two transformers for left and right. Slightly different to a traditional transformer saturation circuit this is, because the transformers are set up to provide odd as well as even harmonics that are spread throughout the frequency spectrum. When we switch it on, we have this amber indication that the unit is affecting the audio. So let's go through these controls one by one. The first one is called presence. This could be considered the intensity of the effect, how hard the transformer circuit is driven. For some things you'll only need a little, and for other material you want to crank it all the way. The mode, that determines how the effect is applied. It sets the tone of the effect. So when presence is all the way up, this unit's generating lots and lots of harmonics. Which means there's sort of an uptick in the higher frequencies as a result of that. So if the mode is in normal, in the normal region, then the effect is balanced with the low end. So it's sort of more of a nuanced effect, if you like. And then as you go into boost, you will get more of the effect, which means more harmonics, which means a little bit of an uptick in the high end from about 3 kilohertz upwards. And then in overdrive, you no longer care about a balanced tone across your system. The harmonics are beginning to take over. You'll hear a stronger effect, but the lows will be slightly diminished through, at least through this effect chain. Again, for some content that's fine, and you want to hear the effect more. For others, it might feel too bright, so you'll have to dial the mode down a bit. When I do the sound test, you'll hear what I mean. When I turn this one, you'll understand. And then the third one is a simple wet dry. So that's how much of the effect I want. I can go completely dry to 100% the effect. So it's a useful effect. You can really dial in the amount of Zest you want precisely. If you have this on individual tracks, you'll find a really good balance of, well, how much of this do I want in my mix without overpowering anything else. Okay, so let's get on to the sound test. Okay, first we're going to start with a simple percussion loop. Right now the unit is bypassed. I will start completely dry. Turn the unit on. Then let's set the presence all the way and we'll put the mode to normal.
You here? 'Cause without you I keep drifting too far out. Wrong atmosphere. Maybe you can pull me back to you somehow. Before we are too many worlds apart, before we go on breaking both our hearts, I need to know, I need to know.
So we've established that Zest is good on percussion, it's great on vocals. Here's more of a full mix with some electronic sounds and synth sounds, and we'll see what it does with this.